Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So today I'm talking about an anime that I completely got wrong. I think I got wrong because I viewed it in a romantic comedy sense, but it's really not that. This anime is more than that. This anime is more about coming out of your shell. It's more about taking the subtle steps to be different than what you were before. This anime is a coming of age. Besides a romantic comedy, a slice of life, this anime is about the subtle changes that we make to ourselves to better ourselves. This anime is about being better than what we were before and growing and finding love, romance, and a voice. And the anime I'm obviously talking about is From Me to You.
あの時感じたあの気持ちがそのまま大きくなった今のこの気持ちが
This anime is pretty solid. I'm not mad about it, though a lot of things are drawn out throughout the entire story to just have more episodes, a lot of misunderstandings that I'm just like, I don't think in that moment I would have a misunderstanding, but we'll talk about it. So as I was saying, and I was totally getting ahead of myself, so this is by Karuho Shina, and this is a coming of age. I thought it was a romance. I really did just think of it as a romance, and that was completely my fault. So that's completely where my misunderstanding began. I thought of it as a romance, and I kind of got annoyed when the romance wouldn't hit towards the end of the anime. But that was wrong. This anime is about a girl and her friends changing. Everyone pretty much changes, has their own growth, and I totally missed that. And that's one of the fun things about watching anime is, well, at least in my eyes, is learning that you can totally misunderstand an anime and have to go through and rewatch and realize, oh, that's what this is about. This anime is about the changes that happen for these group of people. The changes that happen in the class, how this young girl goes from being ostracized and always alone to basically being in her own friend group, having friends, having places to go, not being so secluded, being able to go outside and just know she's has people that want to text and call her. She didn't even have a phone most of the anime. It's interesting to see how it was able to illustrate the changes within our main character, and our main character is Sawako, not Sadako, which was a funny joke because it was like referencing like the grunge, at least the movie that inspired the grunge, the girl in the TV, stuff like that. That's kind of funny. That's a really funny joke, and I love that they based their character around this. And a lot of people in the beginning didn't pay attention to her because they thought she was like that, which is weird because like, why would she be in the school? But you know, I digress. This is cool. I enjoy this anime, and I enjoyed watching it week to week. I love the art style. This, I don't know, there was something about the elongated, the way the boys stand, how the clothes fits on them. I don't know. I just loved it aesthetically. I don't know what it was, but it had a lot of aspects I enjoyed. I loved a lot of the colors that were around. Everything felt magical, and when Sawako was meant to shine, she shined. We saw her face. We saw how the impression of her changed within the eyes of several characters that got to witness the moment when she was able to be viewed fully on instead of the goofy way.
入学式の前道教えてくれた時同じクラスになって
So, by my misunderstanding, I missed a lot of the parts where every single character had to deal with their own personal feelings, what was going on in their life, and the archetypes that were placed on them. One of the first misunderstandings is basically Sawako gets friends. Sorry, I was about to call her Sadako. That's kind of funny. And realizing she gets her friends, and then rumors are started about how their friendship became and how she is controlling them, stuff like that. And the two girls who are wonderful, they are the greatest additions. They are, listen, I want friends like that. That is support, that is love, and that is care. These two basically help Sawako get to where she's a completely different person. She's able to express her feelings because Sawako is damn near a mute. She doesn't really express herself. She doesn't really have the chance to. She is fully invested in the role of being the side character. And unfortunately, she has a way beautiful personality and also a cognitive dissonance that makes it so that she feels like everyone's actual trying to be nice to her is just them pitying her. And that causes issues throughout the entire anime where Sawako doesn't really understand what people are trying to give or express to her because she is just so used to people just leaving her life, and she's almost always ready to go back to being the side character.
そもそもなんで風早にだけチョコ渡さなかったのさ、サワコ。それまでいい雰囲気だったのに。せっかく初詣も二人で行ったのにさ。
But with the help of her friends, she's able to realize that she has her own voice, she has her own talent. She's really good at studying, creating study guides, which is a very secretive thing that, like, if you were a pretty smart kid and you weren't like condescending about it in school and you helped others, that pretty much built you more friends. There was aspects of school that if you secretly, like, say for instance, you knew how to draw, people would be attracted to you. And that's one of the talents of Sawako is she has a great personality. She's part of the gardening club. She does a lot of subtle things that now are coming to light because people are starting to appreciate her. And she's growing, and unfortunately, she has to deal with the fact of what she's used to. She's used to not having friends. She's used to not having people around her. And slowly but surely she changes. It's coming out. And one thing I liked about this anime was, though I do wish for one thing. I wish this anime changed, I guess, maybe her appearance. Like, I guess I'm more of a fan of when there's an internal change, the external changes. At least in my mind, it just feels as though the people nudge her and then she makes her move right after, which is okay. I think one of the problems with this anime is it draws out a lot of conclusions. It's got a decent bit of episodes. It's not like 12 episodes. I think it's like over 25, and it has 2 seasons. And one of the problems, I guess, for me was it felt too drawn out. It felt like it was unnecessary. Like, it kept having misunderstandings, which I understand because even in normal dating world, even in my dating world, if you don't explicitly express something and say the words to someone in their face, you shouldn't believe anything going on. And Sawako has.
好きなの好きなの好きなの好きなの
So at first I had the rating for this anime as a decent average anime, but when you put it through the lens of being a coming of age anime, it deserves so much more because we see the subtle changes, we see how she becomes a different person, we see how all of our characters are affected by that change, and even the conflict between a girl who's in love with her own crush that Sawako has also, which she doesn't even realize. So that's kind of funny. Like, how do you lose to someone who wasn't even like really even in the fight? She was just there. That's kind of funny. This anime is not half bad. It's above average. It's above average as a coming of age of a girl who gets out of her shell, finds a boyfriend, and basically becomes an actual part of her own youth. And I like that about this anime. So if you've not seen From Me to You, you definitely need to go check it out. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This isn't half bad. I'm glad I misunderstood it because it helped me understand it better. See, I can't even English some days. Anyway, peace. Have a great day.